Okay, so today we have once again another Sonic tier list. Today we are ranking the Sonic Mania music. Yes, I think the Sonic Mania music is so good, it deserves not only its own video, but its own ranking. I think the Sonic Mania music is just that good. I'm gonna waste no time today, and let's get into the first one. So how this is gonna? Well, okay, I'm gonna waste a little bit of time. So how is this gonna work? I don't really want to include everything because like it's too much, and like some of them are just like, you know, um, where's one? Some of them are just like 5 seconds, and so like this is just the finishing music. Yeah. So I just limited to the ones I think are worthy for this tier list. And so I've obviously I included all the zones, and I'm just going to go all the way up until this one. This will be the last one that I rank. And yeah, let's waste no further time and jump on into this tier list. Okay, so we're starting off with the opening cutscene in Sonic Mania. This music is really good. It gets an S tier. It gets you pumped up for the rest of the game. It's really fast. It's like okay, here we go. This game, it's all about music. It's all about speed and fun. This music is really fun to listen to. It's why I used it in my last video. You should go check that out too. Yeah, I really like this music. It's very fast paced. It's very catchy. You can really tap your foot to this. It's really good opening to Sonic Mania. Okay, so next up we have the Angel Island original, like a beginning of the actual game for Sonic Mania. Like this was the cutscene. This is like the actual beginning of the game. It's not really a zone. It's just a cutscene. The first zone is Green Hill. Wow, it's back. Yeah. Okay, but this music is also pretty good. I'm gonna put it behind. It's still S tier. I'm gonna put it behind the original cutscene. It's really good. It's very, once again, fast paced. You can like tap your toe to it even faster. It's very short, but it just goes hard. It goes all out for like a first cutscene of a game. But it's like really, really good just for like being a first cutscene, even though technically this is actually a cutscene. This is part of the game, but it's still like just cinematics, not really gameplay. Yeah, and music is very, very good in my opinion. Yeah, let's move on to the actual zones, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. I told you Sonic Mania had some good music. We have yet another S tier. This is obviously the classic green. Well, it's not the classic. It's a bit remix. You can tell if you listen to them back to back, but it's a little bit remixed from the original. But it's still a classic. It's the Green Hill Zone Act 1. Very good, very catchy, very very trippy. It's just like it gets it started. It gets it done. It gets it just done with. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It sounds just super toe tappy. I just don't know what else to say. It just like I love how all of these music just go all out, just holding nothing back. None of them. They just all go for it. It's great. I love it. And Green Hill Zone Act 1 is no different. I guess we can just move on. Green Hill Zone Act 2. Again. S tier. Is it better than Act 1? If the rest of the song was as good as the beginning, yes. But no. Okay, so this one is a bit more relaxing than the ones we have looked at previously. It's very good when you're playing it in like the sunset version of Green Hill in encore mode. It's very relaxing. It's still like it just wants you to keep on playing this fast game. And I just love the piano at the beginning. It's really good. The rest of the song is still great. It's still S tier, but like it doesn't hit the same as the rest of the song in Act 1. It just doesn't hit the same, but still, it's great. It's S tier. I think it's better than Angel Island and the original opening cutscene. I do love it. Now let's move on to Chemical Plant. Chemical Plant Act 1. This is going to a bit above Angel Island Zone. I don't think it is as good as people say. It's still S tier. It's still really great. It's really catchy. Once again, it feels just like it flows from beat to beat very good. I'm not really a musician. I can't talk too much about music. All I know is that I enjoy the music. I enjoy the music I enjoy. And I enjoy this one. Chemical Plant Zone Act 2. This one is another... I can't move. Gosh dang it. This one, I'm going to put it above the opening cutscene. I love... This one, it just throws so much into it. And it just creates... It's like it takes the original one. It just throws various sound effects into it. And it all just works. Like, it uses, like, an alarm from, like a chemical plant. Like, a chemical plant alarm. It uses that, like, at the beginning. Use, like, a heartbeat sensor throughout it. It just throws in so much random noises, but it just works. I don't know. I don't get it. It just works by just throwing in random noises and just making them flow with the beat. It just goes so all out. Once again, all these songs, they just go for it, just all out. It just throws it all in. It's still not as good as either of the Green Hill Zone ones. It just goes all in. It's great. I love it. lights, camera, top of S tier. Studiopolis Act 1 is probably the best music in any Sonic game ever. This music is amazing. It's like it goes all in, all out. It's everything, and it's also relaxing. You can just listen to it. It's in any situation. If you want to relax, if you want to go all in, it's just everything, anything, and just all. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. It fits so well with the zone in the game itself. This music it's so good. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's just a good music. I love it. I don't have words for it other than you can just listen to it in any scenario. It's amazing. I absolutely really love it. Studiopolis Zone Act 2. This one's called Prime Time. This one is almost as good as the Act 1. It's a bit more fast-paced. It's a bit more like, let's go, just go for it. It's like, once again, just all of these songs, just absolutely go for it. It's great. I love it. Trust me, we will divert away from the S tier eventually. It's great. I just love how much it goes for it. It absolutely slaps almost as hard as Act 1. Ignore that. It's just amazing. It's very fast-paced. It fits with the level just as well. It includes some sick beats. Ignore that as well. It's just amazing. Studiopolis Zone is one of my favorite zones in Sonic Mania. It's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, another S tier, Flying Battery Zone Act 1. This one, it's also going in S tier, but it's going at the bottom of S tier. It's very, very fast-paced, once again. It's really great. I was going to put it lower, but I gave it another listen, and I think it holds up. Wow. So it just starts up, and it just goes all out. It's very fast paced. It has a lot thrown into it. It's got very cool sick beats. It definitely makes you feel like you're running through an airplane, which is what you do in Flying Battery Zone, hence the first name, Flying. But I do really like this zone. Zone. I do really like this song. It's S tier again. Jeez. I told you, Sonic Mania had some awesome music. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. Perhaps an A tier or a B tier, C tier, D tier, maybe. I don't know. Let's just move on. Jeez, that is a lot though. Okay, Flying Barry Zone Act 2. You know what? I'm going to put it in A tier. And not because we have too many S tiers. Oops. But I actually think this is an A tier one. I think that it kind of... I get it. It's trying to be Act 1. It just kind of misses for me. Like, it has some very similar beats to Act 1. I feel like it's mainly the beginning. Like, the initial kickoff is very cool. It's just like... Bow. But after that, it just kind of... It sounds weird to me. But it still sounds pretty cool. Once again, it has some of the similar beats to Act 1. It's also very fast-paced, again, like most. It's a very good one. It just kind of, just misses for me. Well, I mean, it is an A tier, so when I say misses, I mean, like, it's great, but, like, not as good as any of the other ones up here. Okay, next up we have Press Garden Zone, and man, this one is tough for me. It's either bottom of S or top of A tier. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of S. I know we have way too many S tiers, but it's still very good. The way that like, I love how just certain Sonic musics can just throw in some random noises, and it still fits with the song beautifully. Like the printing press noises, they flow so naturally. It just goes from the song, and it just like it sounds beautiful. Like it's a bit more it's a bit more of a relaxing song. It's not really that fast paced, and this is a great zone. Once again, it's not really fast paced song. I mean, like, it has its ups, it has its lows. But it is an S tier. I mean, like, I'm trying to not be like, this song is an absolute masterpiece. Yeah, but still, this song is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Like, it just flows so naturally. The printing press noises, they just are there, and they don't deserve to be, but they are, and they are beautiful. Anyway, I don't have much to talk about that one. Let's move on. Alright, Press Garden Zone Act 2. This is going to be our first music in the B tier. It's even more relaxing than Act 1. I mean, like, it's fine. Like, it is in B tier, so it is good. I mean, like, it does get me to tap my feet, I guess. I just don't know. I just miss the pring press noises. Like, they sounded so good. They removed them, and this song is okay. I mean, it does the job. It gets you to tap your feet. It fits with the level theme. It's like an autumn and winter combination. It's very relaxing. Um, and I guess that's kind of my problem. But I mean, like, I like relaxing music. I just want it to be done better. I mean, it's done good, but that's about it. It's just done good. Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right, we have Stardust Speedway. I'm gonna move this to the top of A tier. I think the beginning is really good. Once again, it's a bit more relaxing. Ignore that. It's very calming. I think it does the calming and relaxing better than Press Garden Act 2. This is Stardust Speedway. I feel like it's also faster than not the music, the zone itself. Faster than Press Garden Act 2. I'm trying to like not associate the zone with the music as much as possible. It's good. It's very chill. I do like it. It's almost got like a slow vibe. Like you can just dance to this. Like just it's good. I really like it. It's a lot less fast paced than Flying Battery Zone Act 2. But I think it does what it's trying to do better than what Flying Battery Zone Act 2 is trying to do, if that made sense. Okay, yeah. Let's just move on. Okay, but then we come to Act 2 of what is called Stardust Speedway Zone. I think this is definitely an S tier. Now, just where to put it in S tier, that's the question. I'm gonna put, I don't want to spend too much time deciding. Maybe one of these spots. I'm gonna, right below the main theme. It's very good. It's very good. I love the beginning, the initial just kickoff, just the like I really love how that sounds. I love how it once again it throws random noises at it and it just works. It works beautifully. It's faster paced. It's definitely fast paced again. Which is kind of what these songs do. I gotta stop calling them songs. It's technically only a song if there's music in it, so they're just music. But yeah, I do really like Star Speedway Act 2. And let's move on, I guess. Yeah. up, we have Hydro City Act 1, and again, I think it's gonna be S tier. Where to S tier? I'm gonna put it right there, right behind Chemical Plant. I think this song is very upbeat, like you're just ready to play a level. You're just thrown into the music as well. Turn back. There's no build up. You're just thrown right into the music. It's amazing. I really like it. It's not really fast paced, nor is it slow paced. It's just very happy. It's very upbeat. It just makes you want to keep on playing this game. It's very catchy as well. It feels a lot like if you were to remix it just a little bit, I think it could make you feel like you were in sort of a water area. And that's the theme of this zone. It's kind of a water area. Also, Hydro City, Hydrocity, I don't really care how to pronounce it. I prefer Hydro City because that's how it should be pronounced. I mean, like Hydrocity, really? Why does that make sense? But yeah, I think this is very good music, and I really do like it. It's very upbeat, very happy. Yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have Hydro City Zone Act 2. Now, I really like this music. I think it is better than Act 1. And you know what? I'm gonna put it above Chemical Plant Zone Act 2. Actually, no. I'll put it right there. I love the beginning. The beginning absolutely slaps. It's so fast. It just generally feels like you're just going. Once again, it doesn't feel like there's no build up. You're just into it. It's still very fast. Ignore that. I love it. Sometimes I'm just it just kind of looks like I'm having a seizure, but I just like bop my hands to the beginning, and it just looks really weird, but I just love doing it. It kind of just takes some sounds from Act 1 and just throws it in, and it works really well. It's more fast paced. It kind of has this like very go for it, but also kind of mysterious vibe as well. I can't really explain it, but it is a very good one. I do really like this one. What? The placements are a little out of order. I'm sorry. The Mirage Saloon is supposed to be next. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Yeah, let's move on. Mirage Saloon Zone Act 1. Look at how big this S tier is. And now I'm about to add another one. Jeez. Okay, it's going above Hydro City Act 2. I like this one. Once again, you're in like the sky. You're flying in the sky. It feels very like you're just going for a cruise in a plane. I do like ignore that again. Um, I really like it. It's very catchy. It's very stop. Um, I'll just ignore them all. I really like it. This one. Too much. Oh, I moved that. Oops. Too many S tiers. Jeez, we need to stop. Sometimes I'll just hum it. When I'm walking about. I just don't have too much to say. I just really like this music. It's very good. Once again, there's too many S. Look at the A and B tiers, and then look at just the S tiers. I love the music. I love it. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is Mirage Saloon Zone Act 1 again, but this is the Knuckles variation. In my opinion, I'd say this is B tier. Like, it's just okay, I guess. Like, it's kind of you know what? I might have to. I'll keep that B tier. It's like. You know what? No, I'll move it to C tier. It's. You know what? Man, if there was like a C plus or a B minus tier, it would go in that tier. But I'll move it to B tier. It's okay, I guess. Like, I mean, it's not bad. It does its job. It's got some fine tunes in there. It's really well made. I do like how well made it is. I just don't particularly love it. It's just okay. I mean, like, it's definitely a more cowboy theme, and I'm not really into that, I guess. It's a lot less fast-paced as well, and I love fast-paced music. But yeah, it's just okay, this music. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I mean, now it is the worst. I mean, look at this. There's literally more musics in S tier than any of the other tiers combined. Not even close, jeez. Yeah, let's move on. Alright, now we have Mirage Saloon Zone Act 2, and already, really quickly, we are getting back up into the S tier. Or to put this, I'm going to put it right there. Right behind the initial intro opening animation stuff. This one's really good. Every time I, like, hum it to myself, I always think I'm humming it better than how it actually sounds. Like, you know, in the initial like beginning, it just goes like ba 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 ba. But in my opinion, this is better. And this is better. I'm just having it go like ba 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 ba. Yeah, you know. But still, it's really good without my terrible humming voice. but I really do like it. I think there's too many S tiers. We need to alleviate some of them. I really do like it. Yeah, it's very, very, very good. There's a lot of fun. It's very upbeat. It feels very relaxing, but also fast paced at the same time. It's great. I really like it. I'm running out of things to say for these songs. I'm just saying, Yeah. It especially is like always gets stuck in my head, but I think that's a good thing. You know what? I'm gonna move these down to A tier. No. I'll keep. No, they're staying in S tier because they're too good. But yeah. Next up, we have Oil Ocean Zone Act 1. And honestly, I've been listening to it a bit more. When I first heard it, I thought it was going to be a bit lower, like all the way down here. But listening to it again, I'm going to put it, let's go with right there. I think the initial startup is not the best. Like, that's probably what I remember from it, and that's probably why I was gonna put it all the way down here. But it's not really the best start. However, after the start, it definitely starts to pick up a little bit. It's not really fast, nor is it slow. It's just kind of it's not really upbeat. It's kind of not really choosing what. It's not really knowing what it wants to be. But I still really dig it. It's very catchy. Maybe a bit repetitive. The ending is very smooth. It's has a hint of mystery to it. But I do really like it. There are some kinks to it that I'm not the biggest fan of, which is why it's not an S tier. But I definitely do get kicked out of it. So yeah. Let's move on to Act 2. Zone Act 2, I'd say this is very, very slightly... I'd say this is better. I think this is top of A tier. I think it's definitely better than Act 1. I think that it definitely starts off better. It has, once again, a more mysterious vibe to it. I definitely think it actually knows what's doing. It's faster paced. It knows what it's doing. What am I saying about this music? Come on, be casual a little bit. I really like it. Once again, you can just very get the feel of it, tap your toe to it. But I don't think I would go back to it on occasion like I would do with all of these. Like, this is just kind of, oh, this is fun. And then these are just pure masterpieces. This is just fun. And this is okay. And this is yeah. And it's like, my ears. Yeah, you know? But yeah, it's better, but not by too much. So it's an A tier still. I'll be honest, out of all the zones, this is probably the music that fits the least with its respective zone. But next up, we have Lava Reef Zone. And I must say, this one is quite the banger. I'm going to put it right there, right behind Chemical Plant Zone Act 1. I think this music is very great. I really like it. Once again, it doesn't really fit with its respective zone. Like, the zone itself is sort of a, like, volcano. Or like some sort of like, well, lava reef, I guess. It doesn't really fit with, but besides that, the music itself is very great. I do really like it. You can definitely feel yourself getting into the rhythm of it. It's very catchy. It feels very just upbeat, but at the same time, just telling you to just go. And just it feels great. I really like this one. I don't really know what else to say, but I do really like this one. Something about it just making me keeping it down here. But other than that, S tier, definitely amazing. I love it. This is probably the most calming and relaxing music, and I kind of like it. I think it gets top of A tier, though. The reason why it's not an S tier is I think it just misses that mark of Sonic Mania music, where I feel like you go back to it just for the music. Oops. Like, I probably wouldn't go back to Sonic Mania just for this. I feel like if you want to be an S tier, I should want to go back to Sonic Mania just to listen to it. And play the game, of course. For this one, I just kind of feel like I don't get that. But it comes very close. It's really relaxing. It's calming. And it's definitely probably the most different from any other song or music on this list. Yeah. I apart from probably this one. And I like it for that. I love that it tries to be something different. And you can just listen to it, but after just listening to all these super hype songs that just go all out, and then you just come to this, which just kind of chill. It just kind of feels eh. And once again, I'm trying to stay away from that, but I don't know. I mean, like, maybe if I just listen to a lot of relaxing music, and then I listen to this, maybe it could go up to S tier, but for now, I'm just going to keep it right there at A tier. Yeah, let's move on. right, next up we have Metallic Madness Zone Act 1. I think this is S tier. Where in S tier? Man, I think like a week ago, or no, geez, that's way too early. Maybe like a couple of months ago, I think I would have had this like near the top. But listening to it again and again and again, I think I'm gonna put it right there. The beginning is phenomenal. The beginning is amazing. I love it. I love, like, the beginning could compete with the beginning of this one, and this one is the best. But once again, it just goes all out. Actually, no, it goes almost all out. I'll show you what going all out means in a minute. Well, for this at least. But it just goes a great amount. Once again, the beginning is absolutely phenomenal. Just that initial build up is great. The music itself is also very good. I think it's heavily improved later. There is some like weird parts to it that bring it down just a tiny bit. Like when I say tiny bit, I mean like really tiny, as this is still S tier, so I still consider it amazing. But yeah, it is very, very great. I need to like see. No, I'm not putting anything in C and D tier in this game. This game is beautiful when it comes to music. It's great. I really like it. Let's move on. Alright, Metallic Madness Zone Act 2. This, in my opinion, is definitely S tier. I know exactly where to put it. We're going to put it right near the top, right behind Studiopolis. This music is amazing. Like, seriously, this music just thrusts everything it has into it. I absolutely adore it. Like, still, Studiopolis is better, like both of them, but still, this music is still amazing. Like, it's super fast, and let me just say that saxophone part is just, it gets me every single time. It's just beautiful. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I knew a lot about what to say at Studiopolis Zone. I still think they're better, but still, this music is just amazement. I absolutely adore it. Like, I can't just keep on talking about this music. I want to move on. All right, let's go. Okay, so we start off with Titanic Monarch Zone Act 1. And if you know anything about me, you will know how I feel about this zone. How I feel about this zone's music. I think I'm gonna put Act 1 at the top of A tier. I think it just misses that mark to where I don't think I would want to come back to it, but I do still think it is definitely great music. It feels very fast, upbeat, but also very mysterious and like very interesting at the same time, I feel like. And the beginning, it's definitely like catchy. Like it gets stuck in my head. The beginning does, but the rest of the song is okay. At worst, it's okay. I mean, it's still an A tier. It's great. I just wouldn't see myself coming back to it. That's all, you know. Fun fact about this zone, especially like Act 2, hold on, I'm not going to play in C tier, don't worry, is that whenever I get to this zone on my first playthrough, whenever I get to the boss, I just kept on dying and I could never beat the boss, so I would just keep hearing the beginning of this music over and over and over and over and over again, and it was driving me nuts, but the beginning of the music is great. I'm going to put it... bottom of S tier. I think the beginning just bumps it high enough to put it in S tier, in my opinion. Like, the beginning it's very super mysterious, feels very techy as well. I love techy music like this. It's very monotonous. Is that boring or mysterious? It's just very mysterious, the beginning is. This whole music piece is very mysterious. You're just wondering what's going to happen next as you just approach that next beat. I love when it gives that off that very mysterious, but also kind of incentivizing vibe to it, you know? I do really like it. And so it goes in S tier. Yeah, that is it for the zones. Now, I have a couple of the ones that are not from the zones that I would still want to rank. So let's get onto those. Those would probably be the special stages, the blue spear. You know, I want to do that one first. And then the final, I forgot about one. The egg reverie zone. I need to do that one. Okay, so yeah. Let's move on. Okay, so more interesting stuff about this. I have never ever played the Egg Reverie Zone, and so I have never heard the music up until now. And must say, hearing it for the first time, it's really good. Holy crap, that was pretty good. I'm gonna have to put it right there. Honestly, that was pretty hype. For a final boss, it was very cool. I love the emphasis on just metal music. I love the fast paced beat. I love the drum. I love the initial, like, where they do with the drumsticks things, like where they do for a rock concert. It's so cool. It feels very unique from all the other music, yet it still feels like it fits in with this game. It feels so good. It's so fast paced. It's so like hype. Like it's amazing. Holy crap. That was something, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it S here. So yeah, let's move on to some other ones. And so I am going to let's see. I'm going to do these three. This one, and this one. And then yeah, then we'll be done. Honestly, I just don't think they're either way too short. Like let's say like this one is literally just 5 seconds. But or the other ones, I just didn't feel like they should be in this tier list. You know what? I guess I'll just do all the boss themes. You know what? Why not? Let's figure this out. Okay, so let's see. We have this to start off with. Then we go to here. Then we're this. And you know what? We'll end with the special stages. Let's see, where are the other bosses? We have, where are they? Here. We have this one. Not all the bosses are here. That's weird. Oh, shoot. I meant to put that one right there. Okay. Yeah, where... You know what? This video is already too long. Let's just do only the bosses that I want to do. Like, I want to do just these two, because these two are super good. And then I'll do the special stages, because why not? Alright, let's do that. Okay, so this is the boss, and it is called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. As far as boss goes, it is very great. As far as music goes, it is very, very great. This goes also near the top of S tier. It gets above Metallic Madness Zone. This music I feel like as the music goes on, it just gets better and better and better. And that ending just gets me every time. And like when it nears the end, it just starts beating. Like, they have subtle drums in the background. It sounds like super epic. This is just simply a boss fight. Like, I don't know why this sounds so good, but it just does. And also, just look at how big this S tier is. Wow. But this music just goes all out, but it does not have any permission to do so. And I cannot believe, like, it's also very fast paced too. Like, it's probably one of the most fast paced musics in this tier list. And just, geez, this S tier is bigger than the rest of the tiers. Wow. Okay. Phew. 2 more. Let's go. Okay, this is the second to final boss in the game if you collect all the Chaos Emeralds. If you don't, it is the final boss. And as the final boss, I think it fits the title very well. I'm going to put it right there. Like, it feels very, like, ominous, like something is coming and nothing can stop it. Like, I feel like the Egg Reverie Zone, which is this one. This is the Egg Reverie Zone. Also, by the way, this one has a really cool name. It's called Ruby Illusions. You probably saw that when I was playing the music, but let's keep going. This is the Egg Reverie Zone. This is the actual final boss of the game if you collect all the Chaos Emeralds. If you don't, this is the actual final boss of the game. It feels very ominous. Once again, like, I love how Sonic music does this. It just uses random sounds. Like, there's a countdown hidden in there, as well as, like, a laugh track, like an evil laugh hidden in there, and they just fit so well. Like, once again, it's just very ominous. Something is coming, and it cannot be stopped. Obviously, it's what's in the picture. And also, the final boss is also really amazing. I really like it. I do prefer this one. It is higher, obviously. This is, again, in S tier. But I still really, really like this final boss music and the final boss itself. Okay, one more. Here we go. Okay, this is the Sonic Special stages. This music is called Dimension Heist, and I think it is S tier again. Like, I don't want to go on this too much. How good is it? I think it is right behind Angel Island Zone. I think this definitely feels like I'm just going on an adventure of sorts. Like, you're just going off on a fast-paced, super epic super real adventure into another dimension for adventuring. Yeah, it's the best I could come up with. Sorry. Um, it's very high. It's very hype. It's very party like. You could play this at a party, and yeah, it's very interesting. I do love how the music sounds. I'm just kind of worn out from making this tier list, so I can't really come up with anything else. I just love this one. I heard a lot of people say the special stages are great. That's probably a video for another time, but I'm not good at them, so I can't really say too much. But I definitely do love the special stage music, and yeah, that is the tier list. I know there's a lot down here, but they're either 5 seconds like this one, or just I don't really have too much knowledge of them like this one, or they're just songs you barely hear like this one. So yeah, this is it. Also, I did only my favorite bosses. It's my video, my tier list. I can do what I want, okay? And you guys can just, I don't know, stop telling me what to do. How about that, huh? Stop telling me to make more spinning videos, please. Okay, anyways. That is the tier list. What do you think? Please let me know. Do you think this one absolutely slaps? Or do you think this one is absolute garbage? And if you think that, I don't like you. I'm sorry. But yeah, we did it. But yeah, I will see you later.